Hey everyone, it's Sarah, and today I am back to talk about all of the fragrances that I wore last week. So I feel very far away from the camera. I usually don't film this far away, but when I start filming on my phone, it's gonna be about this far away, I think. So, and I also want to be able to see my really cool wall in the background because my husband worked really hard on it. It's really, really cool. And yeah, hopefully this camera is kind of weird though. It's old, it's outdated. I'm gonna start doing filming on my phone, which will be so much better. But anyways, just bear with me until I can get this all worked out. If it is too bothersome or if you guys really, really hate it, let me know and I will put the, I can mount the camera on the table, which will make it a little bit closer. But anyways, I've got 7 perfumes here and I'm gonna jump right in. I'm gonna start with one. I don't like talking about this perfume on my channel because it is so controversial and people just immediately get pissed. But I am not into politics. I hate all politicians equally. It doesn't matter what side of the aisle they're on. I think they're all scammers and crooks, and that is how I feel about that. And if you're offended by that, I'm sorry, but I do not support politicians, any of them. However, this is a good perfume. And I haven't worn it for a couple of years because I don't like to talk about it, but I do want to talk about it because it's really nice. Pretty sure it's quite discontinued or quite long discontinued and might not be super easy to find anymore, but it is a really nice perfume. This is the Ivanka Trump perfume and it's super nice. It's like, there's nothing groundbreaking about it, but I love it because it's kind of like a light, sweet floral, but it has, I have no idea what the notes are in this. I haven't even looked it up for so long, but it almost smells like it's got praline in it. And it's just really beautiful. It doesn't perform super well. I can get about 3 hours out of it or so, but it's really, really pretty. I mean, it's such an easy reach perfume and it kind of reminds me, it reminds me a little bit of Britney Spears' Private Show, just a tiny bit. If Private Show had like more of a floral aspect to it, that's kind of what this reminds me of. I really like it. I think it's a nice perfume. I picked mine up off of Amazon years ago before, you know, everybody got so divided and it was such a big deal. But I do really like it. I don't think it's easy to find anymore. I don't think it's like worth, you know, trying to track it down or anything, but if you ever come across the bottle for a good price, I think it's worth picking up for sure. So anyways, that is the Ivanka Trump perfume. Okay, next I have this one here. This is Tocca Isabelle. I love this fragrance. It has been so incredibly hot and humid here in this past like week that I've just been wanting really, really light, almost dry, almost cold smelling perfumes. And this one, I wouldn't say is cold smelling, but it's very light and it's very boozy smelling. This has like a sangria note in it and that's exactly what it smells like. It smells like wine. It smells like dry rose petals and wine. It's really, really beautiful, very crisp. It is almost a little bit cool when you first spray it on. It does warm on your skin, but it never gets really warm, if that makes sense. It's just a really, really beautiful, really unique rose. I really love this one. So anyway, and this one is an absolute beast. You can get probably 7 or 8 hours out of this. It lasts forever. One of the most beautiful bottles in my collection. I really, really love it. So anyways, that is Tocca Isabelle. Okay, next I pulled this one out because I just wanted to smell like this, even if it was only gonna be for 5 minutes, because usually that's all the time I get out of this perfume. But this is a fragrance from Jennifer Aniston, and this is just the original Jennifer Aniston fragrance. I think it used to be called like Lovely. I think it used to be called Lovely, which is funny because I think she's got a shampoo range out now called Lovely, which is what this perfume used to be called. I love this fragrance. This is such an old school 80s, like light, beachy, 80s smelling perfume. takes me right back to being a kid. It almost has this kind of sweet white muskiness to it in the base with these like 80s beachy florals. I think it's a jasmine perfume. I think the main note in this is jasmine. I love this. It does remind me of Sand and Sable. Somebody did tell me a long time ago that they felt like this smelled like Sand and Sable. I do have Sand and Sable as well, and I agree. It does smell like Sand and Sable. I love this. It's just so nostalgic. It's just such a fun fragrance. And I am happy to say I got a good probably 2 hours out of this perfume, and it's never lasted that long on me before. I have only ever gotten maybe 20 minutes out of it max in the past. So the fact that I got 2 hours out of it is just incredible. I could not believe that I got that much time out of it. But yeah, I do love this perfume, and I enjoyed it for the little bit of time that it was there. So anyways, that is the Jennifer Aniston perfume, just the original Jennifer Aniston perfume. Okay, this next one, this is my favorite thing that I wore all week because I forget how incredible this perfume is until I wear it. And I get compliments on this fragrance every time I wear it. So this is the fragrance from Zara called Waterlily Tea Dress. This is the Zara Emotions line, which is basically the Joe Malone line that you can get from Zara. And Waterlily Tea Dress is like mint, and I forget what the other two notes are. I don't think that it's got a floral in the notes, but it smells floral. It smells like a really, really bright, crisp, fresh, dry floral, clean floral. It is absolutely stunning. The lotion, if you layer it over the lotion, you're done for the day. You will smell like this for 8 hours easily. The lotion is really, really nice too. It's got a really nice consistency to it. Oh gosh. The lotion has even more greenness to it. It's just so good. As soon as I went out into the living room, Charlotte was like, "What is that?" And I told her, she was like, "It smells so good." I was like, "I know, I get compliments on this every time I wear it. It's a people pleaser. It's one of my most complimented perfumes in my collection. People love this. This one and the Bluebells one, Bohemian Bluebells, those are the two best fragrances in this line, hands down. And I've had every single one at this point. I even had the rose one, the newer, well, it's not new anymore. It's been a couple years, but just know I've tried them all, and these are the best ones. So anyways, that is Zara Waterlily Tea Dress. And then the rest of the fragrances that I wore are samples. I will be working through samples for probably another 6 months. I'm not even kidding you. Okay, the first one I tested is this one here called Melon Bingsu, which is, oh my goodness. It smells like it smells like watermelon candy, or like a melon haichu. If you've ever had the melon haichu, this smells like a melon haichu tastes, or like a watermelon candy. It is so good. It didn't last on me very long. I think I only got maybe like an hour out of this. Honestly, it just didn't hang around for a very long time. I'm gonna test it again though, because you can see I didn't know how hard to go with this one. I was afraid I was gonna make myself sick because it is quite sweet, but I didn't put very much on. So I'm gonna go a little bit harder with this one next time and see if I can get it to last just a little bit longer. But it's incredible. If you want something that smells like a melon candy, this is it. It's so yummy. It's so good. I love it. I'm super excited to play with this again, and I'll spray more on next time. So anyways, and that's from Dua. That is a Dua, I think it's a Dua original, and it is called Melon Bingsu. The next one that I wore is this one here, also from Dua. This is a clone, and this one is called Roses in the Mist, which is a clone of Hermes Eau de Pamplemousse Rose. I used to have a full bottle of this one, but I think it was an Eau de Cologne, when I had it, the actual real Hermes one, and it lasted all of like 5 seconds on me, so I ended up decluttering it, but this smells exactly like it. Exactly. Like spot on, identical. So if you guys love the way the Eau de Pamplemousse Rose smells from Hermes, but you don't want to spend that much money, or it just didn't last on you like me, pick up the Dubois version. It is incredible. It's so tart and bright and crisp smelling. It's grapefruit and rose basically, and that's what you get. You get this really bright tart, not at all sweet, very fresh, like aromatic grapefruit, and then a really bright green rose. And it's perfection. It is perfect. I wore this yesterday and it was so hot yesterday. I feel like it was up in the 90s. I don't know if it was, but I feel like it was. And I was dying all day, and this was just like a perfect fragrance because it's really crisp, bright green, dry, not sweet, not anything that's gonna like choke you. It was just a perfect fragrance for the day. So anyways, that one is called Roses in the Mist, which is Hermes Eau de Pamplemousse Rose, which is incredible. It's a spot on clone. And then last but not least, I wore this sample from Beautiful Season. This is She Was an Anomaly from Etat Libre d'Orange. I love this scent. I swear I thought that this was an iris scent, but I don't think that it is. I can't remember exactly what is in this, but I remember looking it up and it was an iris, but I thought it was iris. I could be thinking of the other one. There's another one. It's not She Was an Anomaly, but it's got a name somewhat similar. And that could be the one that's got iris in it that I'm thinking. But I love this scent. This is one I definitely want a full bottle of. I did use quite a bit, and I have really good luck with Etat Libre d'Orange fragrances. So I definitely got a good, I don't know, 6 hours out of this probably, which for me is plenty. I love this scent. This is like a light, sweet, kind of very slightly powdery floral. And I love it. I love Etat Libre d'Orange scents. I just think that they are incredible. I just have very good luck with them. They all smell good on me. There's so many of them that I want full bottles of, and this is definitely one. So anyways, that is called She Was an Anomaly from Etat Libre d'Orange. And that is gonna be it, you guys. Those are all of the fragrances that I wore last week. I do hope that you all enjoyed this. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.